Rachel, this is Amelia.
Hi.
For Amelia's colour today, I'm just going to be going through and putting in some visual lighter pieces just to add a bit of texture. As beautiful as Amelia's hair is, I just want to create a bit more variation in there and just really subtle.
Yeah, amazing.
And just richen that up a little bit.
What kind of application are you going to do?
So I'm going to be using 9 levels of lift with 6%. So with my sectioning, I've taken a deep almond section coming into a point through the back, just following the curve of the head. With my foil work, I am going to be starting at the back and working my way forward.
Why have you chosen to start in the back?
The back area is generally the darkest area. It doesn't really see the sun, so therefore there's more level of lift. And also just quality control. I can rinse the back off when it's ready before I work my way through to the front if I have to.
I love that teasing technique.
Thank you. So as I tease, I'm not looking just at teasing the root. I'm starting quite a fair bit down and working up the hair. It'll just give it less cushioning at the roots and break up the mid-lengths and ends a bit more.
So have you added a Plex into your lightener today?
This lightener actually has a built-in bond rebuilder. So as it lifts the hair, it will work on rebuilding the hair. I like to put a little bit of lightener first, just for control, and then I'll work up the hair shaft.
It looks like it's really milking through the hair well. What's your ratio?
Our ratio is 1:2 with the 9 levels of lift.
And what developer are you using?
I'm using the 6%.
So where are you starting when you are painting?
So I am starting just under, I would say, ears really, and then I'm just going to be feathering it up. When colouring, less is more as well. So think about where you're putting your colour and why you're putting it there.
I find that if you have the thought process of the more hair inside the foil than outside the foil, the more intense the end result will be. The more hair outside the foil than inside the foil, the softer that end result will be.
Rach, when working around the hairline, I'm going to keep the foils that little bit finer and I'm going to be working parallel to the hairline.
Beautiful. Why do you choose to work on that pattern?
I just find that it falls the most naturally around the V shape in the head.
And do you find that with the 9 level lift, you need to pack a lot of product on?
No, not necessarily. I think it depends on how much colour and hair is in the foil.
So how many sections would you say generally you do around the front?
I tend to do 3 foils at the back and then 3 around the front.
Yeah.
It's very visual though. As Amelia has like naturally finer hair underneath, that is all taken into consideration. The last thing you want to do is overcolour hair and lose all variation in there. I'm going to stop and look at exactly where I want the colour to start here. Because we do have a darker fringe, we don't want to then have the colour coming up too high and have it too contrasting. And we want it to pop around the face. As Amelia's natural complexion is quite olive, we want to enhance that. So it's been developing for 20 minutes so far. And you can see we've got a beautiful 7 level, it's great consistency. The lightener hasn't gone flaky, it hasn't swelled, it's lifted really evenly. The hair looks really strong, which I'm really happy with. And I'm ready to rinse this.
Now, what are you toning with?
I'm gonna be toning with 6N, 30 grams, and 7V, 10 grams. I'm going to be mixing with 2% ratio 1:1. It'll counteract what's come through, but then deepen it to blend with Amelia's natural colour. So this is our finished look on Amelia. I love it. I love the subtlety of it. I love the rich tones that are coming through. Something like this will wear really, really well and beautifully and just fade out really lovely.
I think it's a nice option to have for someone that does have quite dark hair that wants to actually have a little bit of something in their hair without going too far one end. Yeah.
I mean, Amelia had beautiful hair to start with, so sometimes less is more and just like enhancing what's in there. I love it.